Hello Opals users. This short video tutorial will cover adding additional copies, or what we also call holdings, to a record in your catalog. I will be using the Z-import functionality and bringing in a brand new book that I have 20 copies for. We have a video on our YouTube channel on cataloging in Z-import that will go more in depth into that process. And I will also be taking advantage of having some barcode range set up for my library. If you don't have a barcode range set up, it'll still work. You can just have your barcodes ready to scan onto the books, etc. And we also have a video on the barcode range and assignment table that is very helpful and may give you some options that you may not have known about. So check our YouTube channel out. To start, I'm going to go to Items, Z-import, and I happen to have a book with a ISBN barcode on the back, so I can just use my scanner and scan in the barcode, find the book, and here we have it, Prairie Fires, The American Dreams of Laura Ingalls Wilder. So I'm going to click the hyperlink title, which will open up the bib and the holding record. The bib portion of the record represents the MARC record, and that's what's used for searching your library. So you always want to have a quick look at a bib record to make sure there's many access points, such as subject headings, summary notes, award notes, and things like that. I see that there's a number of 650 subject headings, Women Pioneers, Frontier and Pioneer Life, etc. If you would like to add to your bib record, just go over to the Add Data field and choose varied fields such as Summary, Awards Note fields, etc. So we will go right up to the top, back up to the top, and go to the Holdings portion of the record. We will click the tab Holding. I'll first fix this call number. There should not be a slash there. And I'll put in the cutter, the first three letters of the author's last name. And now I'm going to click the 852P in the white area, and it shows me that I happen to have a barcode range set up. If you do not have a barcode range set up, you can just go to the manual entry, and if you have pre-printed barcodes, just scan in a barcode, and you'd be all set. But I do have the barcode range set up, which makes it a little bit easier, so I'm going to go back to the Opals Library Center items, and my first barcode will be 3068. I click OK. Remember, I have 20 copies. So I've just established a holding record for the first copy. Now I'd like to add 19 more for a total of 20. So I'm going to click Add Holding. I'm going to put in 19 and say OK. And this illustrates why it's really nice to have your barcode range assignment table set up, because it makes it real easy to assign all these barcodes without doing anything, scanning anything in. But just remember, if you don't have it set up, you can always type or scan your labels onto the holding records. I'm going to use my range, and the next number will be 3069. I've put in 19 for a total of 20 because we've already created the first holding record. I'm going to click OK. And now you'll see that we have 20 holding records. I'm going to save this and then go to the home page, and we'll have a look at it when it shows up in our new items. We see in our new items section we have the title Prairie Fires, and we have 20 copies available. For this tutorial, let's just assume that a couple of weeks have passed and someone donated 2 additional copies of the same book. You can find the book in your system, and it's right here, so I'll just click the title, and I'm going to add an additional 2 holdings, i.e. copies, to this record. Please note also that if this was not the same edition, if I got 2 additional copies that were large print, I wouldn't add them to this particular book, especially something like large print or radically different editions. Those would require cataloging the book again for the edition in hand. But these 2 copies are the exact same book as I already have, so I'm in the expanded record. I see all my other copies right here. I will click Edit, which will open up the bib and holding record. And I will go right to the holding record tab to add 2 additional copies. Here I am in the holding record. I will click Add Holding. I have 2 more. Just remember, if you don't have a range set up, you could just choose manual entry and scan in a barcode or type in a barcode. Scanning is better because typos will mess up your system. So I always recommend scanning. I'm going to use my range, the Opals Library Center items, and the next available barcode will be 3088. I'm going to say OK. And now it's added 2 additional copies at the very bottom. There's 88 and 89. I'll save the record, go back to the home page, and have a look at the record and see how it displays. Here's our record, and now we see we have 22 copies available. So I hope this short tutorial has been helpful. For additional help on cataloging, see the Cataloging and Z-Import video clip. If you'd like some help with the the barcode range and assignment table, there's a clip on our YouTube channel for that as well. All the best.